historically, the one team that gives Tom Brady the most trouble is arguably the New York Giants, at least when they get to a Super Bowl against him, because they've defeated him twice. But those Giants teams are a distant memory. Brady and the Buccaneers came away with an easy 20-point win on Monday night, although Brady never looked happy on the sidelines. That game should have been maybe 50-10. But, you start to look at this Giants team. They failed to create an identity under Joe Judge. You got a third-year quarterback, Daniel Jones, who's struggling. Running back Saquon Barkley was on the field but didn't do much. Defense has very few impact players. It's just more of the same mistake-prone football that we've seen since those two Super Bowl years. And even though it was a 20-point win, Brady looked frustrated. You got the sense that he thought they should have scored a whole lot more. And that's why Brady's great, never satisfied, and probably didn't feel like he got any revenge on the Giants with this game. But this is nothing like the Giants teams that beat him all those years ago, and still struggling to kind of figure out who they are and what direction you're going to take. Because it felt like after the game, Joe Judge was basically putting all of his coaching staff on notice.
Is it fair to say you're taking it as it's more the coaches than the players? Is that a fair read on how you're...
Yeah, put that on down. You can put that down tonight. Got that? You guys can write that tonight. All right. Now, the players got to execute. That's their job, right? It's our job to teach them. It's their job to go out there and execute. But we've got to make sure we keep putting them in a position to have success. And it's got to be consistently that way. So, you can go ahead and write that down, and I'm not going to debate that.
Yeah, that's the new trend this year is coaches blaming coaches, over-blaming themselves. Yes, Eden.
Joe Judge sounds like a college coach there. It's our job to teach these kids. Hold up, dude. Some of those kids are making like $30 million a year, bro. What are you talking about?
I know, but you also remember Matt Patricia when he left the Patriots, came into Detroit, and had this attitude. Like, people think because you were on the Patriots coaching staff that somehow that makes you Bill Belichick. You don't get Tom Brady. When you go to Detroit, you don't get Tom Brady. You go to the Giants, you don't have Tom Brady. That takes away a little bit of the swagger there. So when you want to talk tough and this is the way we do it, no, that's not how it works. And you've seen that. Matt Patricia didn't work out. I don't know if Joe Judge is going to, but just because you were special teams coach in New England doesn't mean that you're the guy who should be running a football team. You got issues here. You got a GM, Dave Gettleman, seems like, he's walking the plank as well. But they just haven't drafted well. They haven't done a good job. I thought that they, in the offseason, were going to shore up the offense, got some weapons, but can't count on Saquon Barkley. And Daniel Jones has all the physical elements that you want in a quarterback. He truly does. He just makes bad decisions. I don't know if it's fixable. Jameis Winston had all the attributes. I don't know if it's fixable. That's why he didn't get a second contract with Tampa Bay. Daniel Jones strikes me as a guy who's going to be a backup quarterback in this league. Has talent, will have flashes when he gets a chance. He's just not consistent. And he threw an interception last night where you just go, why? How? He threw it to a defensive lineman who probably was like, what? You just threw it to me. I got to catch it. But you watched the game last night. I didn't come away impressed with the Buccaneers because they were a whole lot better than the Giants. But as far as the Giants moving forward, you don't give Saquon Barkley another contract. I don't want to extend Daniel Jones. So what is the identity of the once proud New York Football Giants? They don't have one. The Jets might have a little bit more of a profile than the Giants do, believe it or not. And that's sad because the Jets aren't any good. But I feel like if you said, hey, you're a Giants fan or Jets fan, I'd go, I guess I feel a little better moving forward as a Jets fan.
The Jets just started Joe Flacco this weekend.
I know. Yeah. Is there a third option? Jets, Giants, or what?
Read a good book. Yeah, read a good book on the weekend.
Oh, Rutgers football.
Rutgers football is the third best option.
Who's got a more promising future? Rutgers football. Yeah, Paulie.
But isn't the Giants situation kind of clear? It's not murky. They have to let their quarterback go, Daniel Jones. They cannot sign Saquon, and they let their coach and their GM go. It's a total rebuild now. And I think they have 2 top 10 draft picks.
Yeah, but Joe Judge just got there. So Dave Gettleman has been there. I can't see Dave Gettleman lasting. Yeah, McLevin.
How about, I think offensive coordinator Jason Garrett could go any day.
Ouch. Yeah, they gave him the play calling duties, but that feels, I mean, there are a couple of tenuous coaching situations. Obviously, what's happening in Chicago, they're going to have to fire Matt Nagy. Now, here's the thing. If the Bears beat the Lions, then they have 10 days before their next game. You're not going to fire him after a win over the Lions on Thanksgiving, but that means he stays for another 10 days with people speculating, wondering. Bears don't fire somebody during the season. But I did think about this. What if the Lions win the game? I mean, the Lions have gone toe-to-toe. Steelers, Browns. They lost to the Ravens on a, 66-yard or whatever it was, field goal. I mean, there's no given here. Bears are winning that game. I don't know. Even though you're starting Tim Boyle, the Lions are going to win one of these games. Yeah, McLevin.
How excited is America for Tim Boyle, Andy Dalton on Thursday? This is the matchup we all wanted.
Yeah, you can't even do the promo. Bears, Lions, Tim Boyle, Andy Dalton, noon. Yeah. Someone has to win. Could somebody get fired?
It's going to be a lot of Walter Payton and Barry Sanders video floating around these promos. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Maybe a John Madden commentary. Bring back one of his old clips.
A rivalry as old as the league itself.
The turducken.
Yes. Always turducken in there.